Assalamualaikum. So this is the second video for chapter business letters. Okay, so we want to continue with the types of letter. Okay, so the first one we have is letter of inquiry. Okay, letter of inquiry is we send out the letter of inquiry because we want to seek into information on varieties of product, okay, or matters such as the availability of products, the prices, the terms of payment, the delivery dates, and so on. So usually the inquiry, normally we ask about for general information about the products or the services or the company. Mostly about the infos on the goods, okay, the price list of the products, okay. We ask for the catalogs. Maybe you want to ask for samples or concessions, okay. So for letter of inquiry, we have two types, okay, solicited inquiry and also unsolicited inquiry. Solicited inquiry written because the writer has seen an advertisement, okay. For example, maybe you've seen the advertisement about the product or the services or about the company in the magazine, newspapers, brochures, or in television, whereby in the advertisement, okay, the advertisement asks or invite the viewers to write in for further infos. Okay, so you write in the inquiry letter because you respond to the advertisement. Okay. While for the unsolicited inquiry, writer takes the initiatives in asking for info without waiting for an advertisement. For example, like you purchase this product, okay, and then there are something or certain informations that you want to know further, so you just send out the inquiry letter to the company. Okay, meaning that you did not respond to any advertisement, you did not see any advertisement, so the company didn't invite anyone to write to them, but you take the initiative because you have things that you want to ask. Okay, so of course you need to plan on what to write to include in letter of inquiry. Okay, so the letter you can refer to the advertisement medium. For example, if it is a solicited letter, or start with an introductory sentence, okay, for the unsolicited. Okay, for example, you can say that you purchased something, or you want to know, you been a big fan of the company, of the product, and so on, so you want to know what. Okay, state clearly what is wanted. Okay, make the inquiry easy to answer by tabulating the questions and phrasing them clearly. So you have to make sure that you state clearly what you want to know, what you want the company to respond, how the company need to respond to you. Okay, mention the reason for the inquiry. Okay, state so that the company will know, the receiver will know your purpose. Okay, suggest how the reader of the letter can help. Okay, suggest the action that you may want them to take. Okay, give additional information which can make the request clear, direct, and easy to satisfy, and conclude with an expression of appreciation. Okay, because you want to be courteous in your letter, so that's why when you become courteous, you be a courteous person in the letter, so people, okay, the receiver might want to respond fast to you. Okay, compared if you, well, in a bit of angry person. Okay. And then the second one, we have replies to letters of inquiry. Okay, let's say that you receive the letter of inquiry. So how to reply? Okay, an inquiry must be acknowledged promptly. Okay, you state that you received the letter. Okay, because you want to establish the goodwill between your company with the outsiders. Okay, or maybe that is your customer. Welcome new customers. Okay, and express hope of a lasting and friendly business relationship. Okay, it can provide all necessary facts and relevant info clearly and effectively. So basically, in the letter of inquiry, we will give information about the price, model, size, color, substitute, quality, delivery terms, and terms of payment. Depends on the question in the letter of inquiry. Okay, so there are two types of letters of replies to inquiry. Okay, replies granting requests. Okay, you want to say yes. Okay, replies refusing request. You cannot say yes. Okay, so replies granting request. The writer trying to make a sale by drawing the reader's attention to special features of the product. Okay, opportunity to turn request for info into order. So maybe that person asking the information, further information about the products. Okay, so by giving all the informations, okay, maybe you can influence the sender to purchase the product. Okay. Well, for replies refusing requests, okay, requires great tact and courtesy to ensure that the reader is not offended. You cannot grant the request, but you don't want the reader to be offended. Okay, say no yet retain the goodwill of the reader. So of course you have to be courteous. You have to state why you cannot do it. Okay. Okay, let's see. First, of course, you thank the customer for sending the letter. Okay, state whether inquiry or request can be fulfilled. If unable to help, explain why. You need to explain why so that the reader, the sender, will understand. Okay? State whether info materials requested for are enclosed or sent under separate post. Okay, so you need to inform in your letter if you send out the let's say you send out the pamphlet, okay, the quotation, okay. Offer additional useful information, okay. Offer alternative source of info if you are unable to help. Okay. Hope that everything is satisfactory and that you look forward to receiving order, and hope that he will understand your inability to help. Okay, so if you granting the wish or the request, okay, so you hope that you will get the order from the sender. Okay, however, if you are unable to grant the request, you hope that the reader will understand. Okay, the sender will understand your position. Okay, the next letter we have is order letters. Okay, order letter should be comprehensive, clear, concise, and courteous. Okay, give sufficient details so that the person receiving the letter will be able to send the right goods immediately. Okay, so that you write the letter clearly. Okay, state clearly what product that you want. Okay, how many and so on. The type is very clear so that it will be easier for them to process the letter. Okay, first you give a suitable intro, refer to the quotation received or refer to the advertisement, mention how you know about the company and also the product. Okay, and then you place the order. Okay, include full details of goods, for example, the quantity, the brand, the model, the price, the color, everything about the product. Okay, give full details regarding delivery, how, okay, how you want the product to be delivered to you, where, meaning that your address. Okay, when you want it to, you want to receive the product. Okay, give details of how payment. Remember, you have to state, okay, how you're going to make the payment. Okay, for example, you can make the payment cash on delivery, or maybe by check, postal order, or transfer, bank transfer, okay, online transfer. And then last one, give an appropriate conclusion. Okay. Acknowledgement of order, okay, mean that you receive the order letter, okay, to let buyer know that his order is receiving prompt attention. When you receive the order letter, you have to reply, okay, accepting the order, okay, informing the buyer, maybe you accept, okay, the order, but there's a delay of delivery, okay, or maybe you want to decline the order, or maybe you want to suggest a counter offer. For example, if you are unable to send the exact goods, okay, required by the sender. Okay. Accepting the order, okay, first you express pleasure, okay, and then comment favorably on the goods order, okay, assure buyer of prompt and careful attention, and mention when the customer will receive the goods, and express hope for further orders. Okay, so this is very simple, meaning that you can process the order. Okay, accepting the order by informing the buyer of a delay in delivery. Okay, so first you express pleasure at receiving the order. Okay, and then you apologize for the delay, explain why it is delayed, okay, hope the customer is not being inconvenienced, okay, state when delivery may be expected, okay, hope that the customer will understand. Next, declining the order. Express regret at the inability to meet the buyer's need, okay, explain why you cannot fulfill the order, okay, offer help by suggesting an alternative source, okay, so maybe you can suggest, okay, what product else that that the customer can order, or where the customer can get the product, okay, hope for an opportunity to serve the customer at another time. So before you end your letter, so maybe you express that maybe in the future you can have business opportunity with the customer. Suggesting a counter offer, okay, supplier offer other goods, okay, which are not exactly what was ordered, okay. Express regret at the inability to meet the customer's need, okay, explain why, and maybe you want to suggest, okay, a substitute for the product, okay. Convince the buyer that the suggested substitute is as good and better than the one ordered, okay. Hope to receive an order from the customer. Next, we go to letter of complaint, okay, written by consumers of goods or services when they are not satisfied with the goods purchased or with the services provided by the seller. Okay. The letter should seek to bring about an improvement in a situation and assurance that the unsatisfactory situation will not occur. Okay, you send out the letter because there's some situation about the product or services that you're not satisfied, so you send out the letter of complaint. Okay, we have 4 types of complaints regarding goods, okay, maybe the goods is wrong, okay, the poor quality of the goods that you received damaged already, it's the wrong quality of goods, okay, or the number 2 is complaints regarding delivery of goods ordered, okay, bad packaging, okay, non-delivery or late delivery. Still, you want to complain about this delivery. The third one, complaints regarding services provided, okay, you are not satisfied with the poor services that you receive, or maybe the uncompleted work, okay. And the last one is you want to complain on financial matters, okay, maybe the delivery charges, okay, the excessive charges. Okay. How to write a complaint letter? First, we acknowledge of the goods received, okay, refer to the order, okay, and then regret that you have to complain, okay. Of course, you have to state first what you've purchased or the services that you receive, okay, and then you regret that you have to complain. So make the complaint, explain what is wrong, okay. Ask the supplier to explain the fault, okay. Inform the supplier of the inconvenient cost, and if necessary, make suggestions to put matter right, okay. And then lastly, you hope that for action taken by the seller. Okay. Replies to letters of complaint. Okay, now you receive the letter of complaint. Okay, so you have to of course you have to reply. Okay, it's the most difficult to write. Okay, must be written promptly, okay, in a polite tone. Okay, even though you feel the complaint is not justified, of course you feel offended because people complain about you, but then you still want to make sure that in the future you have the business opportunity. Okay, you want to maintain the relationship with the customer. Okay, that's why you have to be courteous. Okay, replies should serve the purpose of correcting the mistakes or situation. Okay, so you want to correct the mistake so that they will still want to purchase from you. Okay, so replies to letter of complaint, okay, letter granting the claim, okay, letter rejecting the claim, and letter offering a compromise. Okay. Letter granting the claim, okay, first of course you have to acknowledge your mistakes, okay, apologize, okay, and explain how the mistake took place and inform what action will be taken. Okay, refer to the letter of complaint, okay, apologize for the mistake, okay, and explain. Okay, first you refer to the letter of complaint, okay, and then you apologize, okay, and then you have to explain, okay, why the mistake took place, okay, give the reason so that the receiver will understand your situation, okay, and then inform the buyer the action which will be taken and express hope for a good business relationship. So let's say that you want to send out a new product, okay, or you want to send out a coupon, okay, because of your bad services, okay, and then you hope that in the future the customer will still want to do the business relation with you. Letter rejecting the claim, okay, after giving a full consideration, you reject the buyer's claim, okay. Okay, first we refer to the letter of complaint sent by the buyer, okay. Tactfully, okay, explain that there is no error or that the complaint is not justified. You cannot accept it, okay. I hope that the customer understands that the good business relationship will not be affected. Okay, because you think that it's not your fault that the situation happened, okay, and you hope that the buyer will understand. Okay. Letter offering a compromise, okay, written when you do not agree completely with the complaint or when both sides are at fault. Here you make an allowance or give special discount, okay. So first you refer to the letter of complaint, okay, acknowledge the error, okay, suggest a compromise, okay, hope that the customer will accept. Okay. So we finish with the formal letter, okay. So even though we have so many types of letter, inquiry letter, replies to inquiry, and so on, okay, however the format is still the same. We use the same format. Okay. Next is we want to learn a little bit about memorandum or memo. Okay. Memo is a type of written communication which is used mainly for inter-office communication. Internal, we use memo internally. We cannot send a memo outside or to outsiders. Okay. If you want to send outside for the external people, okay, you have to use the business letter. Okay, so memo can be written by one individual to another. From one person you want to send to that person, so you just send to that person, let's say person A, okay, or from one department to another, the memo come from the department, okay, from marketing department to purchase department, okay, or by an individual to a large body of staff at different levels in an organization. Let's say from a marketing manager to everyone, okay, or to staff at the whole staff. Okay. The format of a memo, okay. So no single universally accepted format. Okay, we have the headings, okay, the title memorandum or memo should be at the center or the top of the page, okay, the company's name may appear, okay, and then we have the line 2, okay, 2 identifies the recipients of the memo, okay, so you should write the name on and the designation of recipient, for example in Ali, general manager, or if you want to send out to a large group, okay, to all heads of marketing department, okay, and from line identifies the writer, name and designation of writer. Next we have the date, okay, the subject line, okay, the subject is the briefly about the content of the memo, okay. So for the body parts we have 3 paragraphs basically, okay. The first one is briefly discuss the subject matter. The second one is giving more detailed info about the subject matter, and paragraph 3 basically we state what we need action, we need action by the reader, okay. Sign signature, okay, signed or initialed by the sender, okay, you don't have to write down the name or your designation after the signature, you just sign the memo. Your name and also your designation is already at the top of the memo. So this is a format, example format of a memo. So here, okay, we have the word memorandum, or you can write as memo. Okay, to, for example, this is from one person, Hani Rahman. Okay, and also the position, okay, from the name of the sender, and also the position, okay, the date of the memo, and also the subject. Okay, opening, the information about the subject, okay, and also the actions, okay, and signed by the sender. Okay. Next one, okay, this is for all staff, okay, from name and also the position, date, and we have here is the subject, okay, and also sign. Okay, so that's it. I think for business letter, I think it's very simple. Okay, we explain further, give out further on also exercises for this chapter. Thank you so much.